worked both
pre-ordered, so
directly with
I'm
Be My
waiting.
Eyes and Ira. We partnered and collaborated with both of them directly. But
Great.
Oh, that's awesome.
cool. It looks like we're at time, and we already have quite a bit of people. Sounds like this is a very popular session.
Oh yeah.
We were joining other people's kind of webinars and kind of talks, and we were waiting to build up enough of a following to host one of these for ourselves, and didn't seem like we had to wait much longer. We already have quite a quorum. I see our CEO Sharron's also on. Sharron, could you help figure out how to record?
Yeah, let me figure out.
Okay,
Before that, I
great.
really want to say hi to everyone. Thank you so much for your interest. We're thrilled to see, like, now we have 100 people in the meeting,
Ooh.
Kevin.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And apologize for the long wait for our first webinars. We have been showing demo to people around since season till the recent NFB and ACB. And we thought, oh, we should really do an online demo so that people who can really attend the sessions in person will be able to do it through webinar. That's why we had this. Wow. I'll hand the mic to Kevin, and I'll prepare the demo and the recording. So overview, we'll start with an introduction of the product. Then we'll do the product demo. And at the end of it, we'll leave about 20 minutes for people to ask questions.
Cool. Thank you, Sharron. So my name is Kevin Chow. I'm the Chief Visionary and Evangelist, and super thrilled and excited that everyone's here, and there's so much excitement about the EchoVision, the AI smart glasses by, with, and for blind people by AGIGA. And if anyone's interested or curious about what AGIGA stands for, it stands for Artificial General Intelligence General Availability. Basically the highest form of AI available anywhere and everywhere. So just a bit of background about the company. It was founded and started in March of last year, 2024. Sharron, who you just heard, used to be at Amazon for about a decade, 10 years, working on Alexa AI and things like food drone delivery. So this kind of AI startup space isn't necessarily new to her. And she also has I believe since the age of her being 1 year old, she has a grandma that has been blind. So she has a personal connection to this. And the CTO used to be at Google for 10 years. Wasson. And so I've blind myself. I've been blind since the age of 14 and was able to fully see until then. And so for the past 18 years or so, I've been working in digital accessibility as an accessibility evangelist and advocate, essentially working with product managers, designers, developers, and testers to ensure the websites and apps are usable by people with disabilities and blind like ourselves. Worked everywhere from assistive technology space with Sendero Group and Talking Braille GPS back in the day by Mike May, to Georgia Tech, JP Morgan Chase, and US Bank in the finance space, and then also in technology at Google and Apple. And I first found out about AGIGA last October when they first had one of their earlier prototypes available at a event in San Jose called the Vista Center. That's the name of the organization. They had an entrepreneurial pitch competition where they were these startups and technology disruptors were looking for the next breakthrough in blindness tech, assistive technology. So one of the surprises was finding AGIGA, and at the time they had Ira working directly. Their scene description that was able to describe what it saw in really great detail, and it is being described as an open platform. So that got me particularly excited that they were going to have apps that we love and enjoy as blind people available on, and continually kind of make it work with us and for us, not just building something for us without taking our input. And already at that time, they had worked with tens of blind people, essentially dozens of blind people, and taking their feedback in directly and implementing them. And a couple of features that I specifically requested were things like people description and transit directions. And things like Seeing AI have a basic primitive version of people description, but I felt that wasn't enough. I remember chatting with the CTO when I was still more kind of voluntary and just providing community feedback. And we got into discussion about what is it that you want? I was like, well, what do you see? What do sighted people see when they look at somebody? That's what I want. So that's what they were able to implement in code in a matter of no time. And I also showed them on Transit app and how it'd be great to be able to get that hands-free on a wearable, and where you can just ask it navigate or transit directions to any point of interest or address and get that information directly quickly, so I can know if the next train or bus that I want to catch, if I should wait until the next one because I don't have enough time, or if I should walk to the one because I do have enough time, or if I'm a little short on time but I still need to get going, if I should run to it. So that's available. So some of the other general features that are generally available, another one that was pretty exciting at CSUN, AGIGA had sent me out to CSUN to interact and kind of experience that and help them out from a blind person's perspective. And one of the exciting features that they showed me was live AI. And this, more or less, I could describe it as close to real-time audio descriptions as possible of the visual world. So as I was I tried it out in the exhibit hall, where I was able to walk around and for the first time have booth names described or read off, what booths look like, what the people there look like, and it was describing like the whole ambience of the exhibit hall, including where exits are or where exits were. And I was like, this is great. I don't have to go up to different booths and wait in line and ask the person at the booth what this booth is, and then find out I'm not interested and have to figure out a natural way to go to another booth that I am actually interested in. So some of the other features that EchoVision by Giga has that are, some of which are, so these features I listed off are pretty unique and special to EchoVision. There are no other, and I personally, over the years, have always been an early adopter of technology. Always either pre-ordered or been a beta tester of things, and kind of the first to try things out and give whatever respective company tons of feedback on the good, bad, and ugly of things. So I've tried out the Envision, or I have either owned or used things like the Envision, Orcam, Celeste, Meta Ray bands, and things like ARCs and so forth. And so I still feel that there's these features I mentioned around the people description, the live AI mode, and the transit directions. None of these other wearables, glasses have in this type of functionality. And then some other features that we specifically have are with a single button press and without having to talk to it, you can have the scene described. So you don't have to talk to it and ask, hey, look and tell me what you see. You just can discreetly press a button and it'll describe the scene in full vivid detail, what exactly a blind person would like to know and needs to know, including what the overall scene looks like, whether it be indoor or outdoor, as well as any people that are visible, and it provides a full vivid description. And on top of that, we can also, for familiar faces in your 6 degree of separation, can also facial recognize. So we can identify people by name and title. And we also have a book reading mode where you can use this to read physical textbooks, newspaper, magazines, as well as your physical mail, and including medical, financial information, and all private and secure, and specifically made for blind people. So the thing I love about this feature is be able to easily sort through mail and kind of go through printed text easily. But in our launch video, we brought in, we had a person who flew in on by himself from Arizona to Mountain View in the Bay Area. 93-year-old blind veteran was able to quickly, intuitively, easily use all these different features I described but specifically the impression that I enjoyed the most is his of the book reading mode. He's like, I haven't done this in a very long time, and I don't remember the last time doing this, and I've given up on reading books. And so he was delightfully surprised. And as Sharron mentioned earlier, we've been showing this to, we've been on the road a lot from CSUN in Anaheim and March. If anyone's not talking, can you please mute?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
How do you mute?
There should be a mute button. There's probably also a hotkey. I don't remember what the hotkey is, but yeah, everyone from CSUN in Anaheim. We even had Stevie Wonder, Mike May, and Jerry Coons, and a ton of other blind influencers in the space who are the noteworthy work to things like the Tech Fair and Sacramento Society for Blind in April, as well as a bunch of conferences over the summer from LOHON, which is the AGIGA I specifically have, and last month in June in St. Louis, Missouri, to American Council of Blind in Dallas, Texas, as well as National Federation of Blind in New Orleans, Louisiana, and then also the Gen AI Summit, which is a mainstream AI technology conference. And so the question I like asking people who are blind specifically who use the book reading mode is like, so when's the last time you've physically held a textbook and read it this way? Most of the responses are never. This is the first time. And the general response that we've had from both blind people in the blind community, as well as who specifically work on assistive technology and who've been in this space for a very long time, is that that they all feel that this is very empowering, helpful, useful, and affordable technology that can make a meaningful impact in their life. And last week we were at the Gen AI Summit, and where they had, I thought, very cool things like flying cars that can take off vertically and can start off in any traditional parking spot or parking garage, and then take off vertically like a helicopter. Once it's in the air, fly horizontally like a plane. And they had other things to, things like the Cybercab by Tesla, the autonomous self-driving car, to electric RVs that can fold themselves and collapse, and things like humanoid robots that are humans, and dogs that can run, jump, and flip and do all kinds of very cool things. And out of all this AI tech that was there, we got a lot of, at AGIGA, we got a lot of attention with EchoVision. Whenever people either came by our booth, got a demo, they were all mind blown. They were like, wow, this is very cool. This is amazing. This is like the best AI tech that we've seen here. And this is actually AI for good. So overall, both from blind people as well as sighted people who are in the AI technology space, everyone has been, the general reaction has been very much so, wow, this is very cool. This is great, and this works really well. Yeah, so sure you guys are probably, again, thank you everyone for the excitement, and I see more people have been joining as we've gone on. I've had to turn off my screen reader because the announcements were getting a little disruptive and didn't want to break the train of thought and the flow, but I think we'll go ahead and do some demos, and then afterwards we'll take some questions. Sharron, did you want to do demos or me? We'll go ahead and do demos. So I've got a pair of the EchoVision on. If anyone's familiar with just kind of glasses in general, they're pretty sleek, stylish, and lightweight. And so the first thing I'll go ahead and do is I'll actually turn the glasses around so it does a scene description of myself, of kind of what I look like, and then so I just turned it around towards me and take a picture of myself, and I'll go ahead and have
Wi-Fi
it
connected.
let's see.
60% battery left. Wi-Fi connected.
Once more. Okay, it's just loading up the response. Can you guys hear the tone?
The image shows a close-up of a person's arm on the left side with a light skin tone. On the right side, there is a wooden surface with a pair of black headphones resting on it, along with some tangled cables. The background is a plain, light-colored
Wi-Fi
wall.
connect.
Let me try again. My arm got caught in that picture. Were you guys able to hear the response?
Yes.
A middle-aged man of East Asian descent with light brown skin, dark brown eyes, and short, slightly messy black hair. He is of average height, with a stocky build. His expression is
20% battery
relaxed,
left.
with a calm and neutral gaze.
So there was able to give a people description. I guess the angle wasn't quite right in order to do the facial recognition, but it just, and now I can. There it goes
With
again.
light tan skin, dark brown eyes, and short, choppy
Wi-Fi
black hair.
disconnected.
He appears to be of average height, with a slightly
Keeps disconnecting.
Yeah, just having issues with that one at the moment.
Wi-Fi connected.
Hey, Kevin.
Sharon, do you have a demo that you
I have
can
a few
run?
demos to show.
Okay, great. Yes,
To
please.
do that first, I actually connect them to external Bluetooth speaker so that people can hear it better.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure. So let me introduce my setup here. So I have a pair of EchoVision glasses, and in order for you to be able to hear it clearly, I connect it to a external Bluetooth speaker. Normally, you don't have to do this. This is mainly to give you the sound clearly. And also, this to showcase a feature that though itself is a wearable device, it does have the capability to connect to external Bluetooth device, like Bluetooth speakers or Bluetooth headphones, or even Bluetooth supported hearing aids. While I saw some people raise up their hands for questions, if possible, could you wait a little bit when we finish the demo? So on the left temple is a camera button, which is for picture taking and video recording. On right temple, it's an AI button, which is for the AI. If I press 3 button into live AI mode.
Live AI ready. What can I do for you?
Are you able to hear the sound from my speaker?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what I would like to do is to do a description of my surroundings.
There's a laptop on the left with a yellow cable plugged into it, a water bottle next to the laptop, and a book in the center. In the background, there's a kitchen with white cabinets, a stainless steel refrigerator, and a stove. What would you like me to do next?
So it is
Sure. Now the laptop is on the left side of the screen.
as I move my my glasses, it actually tries to give an update of the scene. So basically, the experience we're trying to create is you just listen. It will talk instantaneously, and you do not have to always ask, "Oh, hey, Meta, like tell me this, tell me that." It just
Yeah.
tells you, and it also allows you to interactively ask questions. Unfortunately, right now I put it in the speaker, like Bluetooth speaker mode, and my speaker doesn't have a mic, so I cannot ask questions. Maybe later, Kevin, see if your device can still allow you to ask questions. So I'll go back to this and let me show you when I move around, it actually give an update of the scene.
Ready. What can I do for you? On the left is a laptop. Okay, the scene has changed. There is a backpack sitting on a chair to your right. Beyond the chair is a doorway leading to a bedroom with a bed in it. Okay, there is a gray couch to your right, partially visible. In front of the couch is a pair of white shoes on the floor. To your right is a gray couch with some boxes on the floor behind it. Further ahead is a TV with some plants around it near the windows. On the right side of the room, there is a large green plant. Next to the plant is what appears to be.
Okay, so now you got a pretty good sense of where I'm standing at, what's around me. So it's kitchen on the left side and the living room on the right-hand side. It even tells you like there's a bed, you can see through the bedroom door. So that's our first live scene description demo. So basically when I do this, I do not have to say anything. It just tells me when I turn my head around. Okay. Shall we open for a few questions? There are 3 people for question.
Yeah, and the other thing I would like to add too is we also work directly with remote visual interpreters like Ira and Be My Eyes. So with the voice command, you can get a professional trained agent or a volunteer on. And then a couple of things as far as the hardware, we have a 13 megapixel wide angle camera in landscape mode. So it has a wider field of view because it's optimized for making this helpful and useful for blind people as opposed to posting on social media. And then we also can charge 2 different ways. Via the case is a charging case. And then also we have a USB-C port in the back right arm so you can connect it to an external battery pack for extended use to power and charge it while you're actively using it. But yeah, let's go and start with questions, or let's go dive into questions.
So let's start with Marco Yuli. Can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Hey, Marco, we can't hear you if you're talking.
You called on me?
Yes, Marco.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The voiceover keeps talking over you guys. I apologize. So a couple questions. How will it read menus at restaurants? Also, using the live mode, will it tell you when there's an open chair to sit down? Will it identify exits as well?
So yeah, we have a book reading mode that's tended for OCR and text reading, and that will read like menus and actually like verbatim of what's actually there, and you can ask. And then for open seats or open chairs, available seats, we actually, that does work. We had a person at one of the conferences, I think ACB. She was able to do both of those things you mentioned. She was able to live mode, ask it where there was an available chair, and then she walked past a couple of chairs that were occupied, and it said there was a person there, there's a person there, and then it said this one's open, and then she was able to look around and find an exit door.
Okay, yeah, because I know the meta glasses I'm using now, they have a hard time with the chair situation. So I was curious how that would work out.
Yeah. Thank you for asking for this. And to be fair, this is a feature was still under development, and some people are surprised by how well it performed right now. In our demo days at NFB, there was a lady who were able to find a door and find an empty chair, as Kevin said. However, I have to say this is a feature we're still improving, and it's a feature lots of people requested, and we want to make it work all the time, though we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, this is obviously a tough thing for us, finding chairs in places.
Right, finding chairs, finding doors, finding stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And we'll do the next question after next demo. As you asked about menu, I think we can show you the reading mode. So
Excellent.
for reading mode, it is focus on text reading because it's demanded by lots of people. Is like they want to be able to read the text, just literally reading and no summary, just words by words, read it out loud. That's why we have this dedicated reading mode. So I have a brochure in my hand. I'll first try to read this, then I'll read a few pages in the book. So let me get into the reading mode by pressing the buttons.
I have 2 questions.
Just
Yeah, we'll take the question after we do the book read mode. Thank you.
resume whenever you're ready.
Can I ask a question?
After the
Next
book
week.
read mode, we're gonna do a demo, then we'll go back to questions. Thank you.
EchoVision, smart glasses for the blind and low vision community. Experience independence with AI-powered assistance. Reads text aloud. Describes your surroundings. Remote assistance at your fingertips. Pre-order now. EchoVision.agiga.ai. Phone 408-9405215. Email contact@agiga.ai. Made by AGIGA, empowering vision beyond sight. Next page.
So that's for sure a result, and it's reading word by word. And now I'm going to
Is there another page you'd like me to read?
yeah, now I'm going to read another page in the book.
Prologue. One summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods.
Oh my God.
Books. A boy named Jack and his sister Annie found the treehouse and soon discovered that it was magic. They could go to any time and place in history just by pointing to a picture in one of the books. Jack and Annie gave no time at all. Proved books in the Frog Creek Park Library actually belonged to Morgan Le Fay, a magical librarian from the legendary kingdom of Camelot. Next page.
I'm flipping the page.
Way of
That's so cool.
Hitler, then. They have traveled to many cities. Town.
Okay.
It reads really nice. I like the way it reads. My question to the menu, and I'm sorry for interrupting. You know, there's the menus are split up in so many different manners, right? Like say pasta dishes, sandwiches. Could you use the AI and tell it to read sandwiches, right? Or read pasta dishes or read salads? To be more specific, so it's not reading the entire menu, you know?
No.
Yes, I would say this is a feature we really want to test out before I can commit it.
Right.
And as you said, like for menus with different sections, that's a little bit challenging. We do need a little more intelligence to be able
Right.
to check it out. And also, what you asked about reading out sandwiches and salads, which is actually another request, is to be able to interact with this content in the menu. So that's definitely the goal we're working towards too. But I do not have a 100% solid answer for you right now.
No, no
Yeah,
problem. Yeah, I was
this
just curious. That's
yeah, at
wonderful.
this point, yeah, we're working on things like filtering and focusing now the
Yep.
information it provides. So thank you for that feedback. That's why we're here to
And
get.
being able to communicate back with the device at the same time, right? That would make it kind of what you guys are looking to do.
Yes,
Yeah,
we actually
Perfect.
do that, but just like for this specific demo, because I
Exactly.
the speaker doesn't have a Mac, so I can't show that. Okay, let's move to the next person.
Perfect. Thank
I
you,
think
guys.
We actually have 100 people online right now. There are 12 people
Wait,
raising
I have
hands.
a question about
Really
the demo that
appreciate the
you just
interest.
did.
And we'll come to your turn. And also, I want to give people a respond. I think there are still more people got blocked outside of the meeting because we actually reached the capacity of the Google Meet, we actually cannot host a meeting for over 100 people right now. I think it really exceeds our expectation to see so many of you. So if you have friends that actually waiting outside the meeting room trying to get in, tell him or her, don't worry. As we see such a high like interest to this online demo, we'll host another session very soon so that people are able to experience this. Okay, let's come to the person, the second
I had a
person.
question
We're,
regarding
we're
the
taking
stop
questions in a
chart.
specific order. There's lots
Yeah,
of people.
there are
So
people,
I don't know how would I'm outside the meeting and I'm trying to figure out how I couldn't get in. How would I get my question answered?
so we'll mark you after, let me see, after Elaine Owen.
what's your
Okay.
name?
Charles Pascal.
Okay, we'll get to you
have
after
a
Elaine.
question.
We will
Yeah,
get to you after
it'll
Elaine.
be
Thank you.
after Elaine, if we can reach out to reach that. So next is how to say this name? Gregory.
This is Bill.
Note.
Hello, can you hear
This is
me?
Bill and Georgie.
Yes,
Can I
Gregory.
ask a question?
Hello, this is Gregory.
Go ahead, Gregory.
Your
Okay.
microphone is on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
It
I got
sounds like you've said something, so your hand will be lowered.
a suggestion for you. When you deal with blind people on these webinars, you need to give instructions on how to use
Your
it,
hand is lowered.
okay? That's what you need to do because we're all blind and you need to give instructions because Google Meet is new to all of us, to me anyway. But I pre-ordered the glasses and I'm very glad that you guys are having these webinars. I have used Celeste glasses and the Ray-Bans, and I know that the potential for these glasses is going to be amazing. With all the features that people are asking for, I know that you guys can do it because other platforms are doing it. So I am very, very anxious to get my hands on these glasses.
Thank you.
Again, just remember, when you're dealing with blind people on these webinars, you need to give instructions on how to navigate, like which buttons to push to use the platform or switch to Zoom.
Loud. Eggle Jarble Visio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the feedback, Gregory. Noted. I'm blind myself, so understood. Yeah, we'll consider using Zoom, a platform that more people are familiar with, and thank you for your support and your pre-order.
Kevin, this is Sharron. Can I ask a question?
So let's go to the next person. Thank you for your question. I think next is Kate Lau.
Hello,
Hi, Kate.
Hello.
can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
you can hear me. Then I'd like to know, as much as everybody else, where is the camera focus? Is it in the center or is it a panoramic? Or so if I know where the glasses, I'm looking for something, I can turn my head to the direction where the glasses is. I'd like to know if somebody was asking a chair, an available chair, if it's directly in front of you, maybe it's easier to find. I'd like to know if I'm in an unfamiliar place. Can it help me to find escalator and elevator and things? And I like to know. And so I just had a lot of questions.
Sorry, it
I
was
wish I
kind
could
of.
get a hold of.
It was your connection's a little unstable, or at least I was having trouble hearing what you were saying. But I guess you had questions around finding elevator escalators. So if the camera is able to see it, it will describe it. And the camera's in the front right corner. But it's the good thing is in a wide angle. It's also in landscape mode, so the actual positioning doesn't really matter so much. It's able to see things to clear left, and it has 50 more 50% more field of view compared to other wearable glasses. So
What's the lag time on live AI mode?
it depends on network, the AI processing, describing, and text-to-speech outputting. But at any point, if you want the current scene captured, you can press the top right AI button, and it'll just catch up to the current scene.
So
On
they
average?
have to be in sight, and if the elevator, sometime in some place you had to turn the corner, then with the glass, what's the range? If they're at the corner somewhere you haven't turned yet, would it see it?
If there's an elevator, if there's a sign that happens to point to the elevator or where the elevator is, and if the camera is able to see that, then yes. But I mean, it's not able to see around corners and see through objects.
That's true. Yeah. Can it see sign if I'm looking in the building, looking for such certain doctor's office and so on and so forth?
Yeah, it's able to read signs if it sees it. Again, assuming it's visually visible and the glasses camera is able to see it, it can describe and read whatever sign it sees.
So when
we have a lot of other people, so let's try to limit it to like 1 or 2 questions per person, please, because we have 100 people here. And at any time, if you guys have questions afterwards, feel free to email us or give us a call. Let's limit it to 1 question per person.
So next is Ugly Amalavas Seclus. Sorry, I'm really bad with this name.
Hello there. I'm from Lithuania. That's why I cannot pronounce my name.
Where are you from? Sorry.
I am from Lithuania. That's why I cannot pronounce my name.
Okay, thank you.
So, do you hear me well?
Yes, hey, Ugly.
So I would like to ask about glasses appearance, because Meta glasses has a big space and it not fully covers eyes. And what about AGIGA glasses? Is the frame wraparound? Do they covers glasses well? And also, how dark weight will be?
They aren't wraparound, so if anyone has like peripheral kind of sensitivity, it won't help with that. And then the tint is the darkest.
Answer, this question. So there are initially we had the intention to add a wraparound accessory on the glasses. You can clip on this thing so that it can cover from the side and blocks the lights from the side and your eyes. For people who has peripheral visions will be more comfortable. However, in the progress of the design, with the design team met great challenges in getting the wraparound working along with the temples. Like as a result, the accessory, the size of the accessory parts turned out to be quite small, much smaller than we expected, and it just won't big enough to be able to cover. So we dropped that design, and as a moment, we do not have that parts. However, we do have one thing that's in plan, is to have another accessory got clip on glasses in a different way. So right now, we have a clip-on sunglasses lens. It's a magnetic clip-on, and you can just very easily take it on and off like this. And when you put it on, it gets darker, and when you take it off, it can be either clear lens or a lightly tinted lens, so that you can adjust lighting. And what we're planning to do is we're trying to make another type of clip-on sunglasses lens that has the actual part can block the lights, similar as the wraparound sunglasses, but it magnetically eyes rather than the way how we designed it before. So to answer your question, in short, no, unfortunately, we do not have it right now, but we do have something we're designing, and we plan to have that in the future.
Excuse me. Hi, may I ask a question?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sure. So next it'll be Ron.
I can't raise my hand with my phone.
What's your name? We'll add you to the queue.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Nancy Unger. My name is Nancy.
Okay.
Just a quick question.
We'll add you to the queue.
I'm sorry, say it again.
We will add you to the list. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nancy, you'll be after Glam.
Okay.
Go ahead, Glenn.
Sorry, I think that's me.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry about that. I
Sorry, Kevin, it should be Ron. Glam.
Oh, sorry. Go,
Nancy is
Am I
after
wrong?
Glam.
Is it not me? Because I can.
that's my fault.
Okay, it's actually Ron.
Oh, sorry. I'll mute myself again then. Sorry about that.
Ron, can you unmute and ask your question, please? Ron, if you're able to unmute and ask your question.
Oh, who? Me?
Ron.
Oh, Ron. Sorry about that. I didn't hear this.
It's okay. Let's move on to the next person. Cardi, you are the next in line to ask your questions.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. First of all, I want to say thank you for putting these together. I am super excited to get my hands on these. I've never owned a pair of smart glasses, so I am very excited to have that experience. My question is around the facial recognition and stuff like that. How does that work with privacy? Where does all that data go?
So to answer this question, as most AI right now, to leverage the highest capability of the AI, you have to run this on the server. This is the case for Be My Eyes. This is the case for Error Access. This is the case for Metas, and which means your data is captured through the device, and the data is sent through the cloud to the server. However, we do keep this transparent, which means you will be able to see all the chat histories, and you will be able to control whether you want to keep the chats or you want to delete all the chat histories. And we do not share our status data to anyone. Yeah, I hope this answered your question.
Perfect, thank you.
Sure.
This is
also,
Ron. I unmuted. This is Ron.
Great. Go ahead, Ron.
Thank you. Yeah, a quick recommendation, suggestion, and a quick question. I really hope that at some point you can have a live AI assistant similar to the way ChatGPT with a live view, where you can interact with the camera view. That would be amazing. And I think that's in the cards. I hope that's where you're headed. And then my question is, explain how you would navigate with the EchoVision glasses, how you would access an app, a GPS app, and how that would work, please.
So we do have it's called full duplex, or the microphone on, just for demo purposes. Since it was connected to a Bluetooth speaker that doesn't have a microphone, we weren't able to talk to it, but normally you can interactively ask it stuff at any point and request anything via voice and interrupt the response to focus on specific contexts. For the purposes of a GPS navigation app, it can connect as a Bluetooth headset to your smartphone. So whatever good maps, good Google Maps, Apple Maps, or whatever you're using on your phone, you can listen to the spoken turn-by-turn directions on the glasses.
Thank you.
May I get on the list for a question, please? I called in.
What's your name?
Adrian.
We'll add you to the list. Who's next?
I think next is James Dean.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, James.
I had just had a couple questions. One, I was wondering about smaller frames, how soon those would come out. I've heard that the ones that are out now are pretty big, and I was also looking for some clarification on the IRA access. Do they have, if you make a IRA call through the glasses, do they have the ability to use the same tools that they do if you call it on the phone, or is that restricted because of the way the glasses access IRA?
When you talk about the tools, do you mean like take a picture or getting the location?
Yes, access to GPS, the ability for them to take a picture and all that kind of thing.
Yes. That is a goal. Right now, I think we do allow picture taking, and we do have GPS data as well. We're still working on the accuracy of the GPS information, but that is a goal. We have been working very closely with ERA to ensure the same experience on the glasses compared with on the phone.
Okay, and I was wondering about the
We're limited
smaller
to one
frames,
question per
'cause I did
person.
pre-order them.
Thank you so much. I think we should do this more often. Maybe we can do it every week so that people can get enough time to ask questions. I see there are still like 10 people lined up for questions. Thank you very much. Let's move to next.
When will they be shipped?
September. We're starting to ship in September. It's first pre-order, first ship. So people who pre-ordered last year will start receiving theirs in September.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Robert Wendit.
Go ahead, Robert.
Okay, Robert, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Robert. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Quick question. I actually have two, and they're very important. But
Just one, please.
Yeah. I got you. So, I was wondering about the battery life.
4 to 6
with
hours.
Let's say with heavy use.
With heavy use, less than an hour, but we have an option to connect to a battery pack, so you can run it as long as the battery pack will last for.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me talk more about this. So for every smart glasses, either is other players in the existing assistive tag, or it's Meta Ray-Ban, which stands for one of the most advanced smart glasses. Battery life is a challenge for everyone, especially in heavy use, which means video recording or the live streaming mode or the live mode in our use case. So even though like for heavy use, our maximum is about an hour right now, but still it's much longer than other players in the market. For Meta, if you do video recording, the maximum you can do is like 20 minutes, and then the glasses will die, and then you have to put it back into the case. For us, we have much longer time, and also we allow you to plug in this USB-C cable so that you can use it while it's in charge, which means basically you can use it like as much as you like.
So let's see how much of the 10 people we can get to.
So we have actually 9 people who want to ask questions.
Who's next?
Next is Mark. Hey,
Go ahead,
Mark.
Mark.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, I wanted to ask the question that's elaborating on the other gentleman's question about privacy. If you're reading medical or bank statements, how private is that?
So we're not saving anything unless you ask us to, and we'll not share data with anyone.
Repeat that, please.
So we will not save this data unless you want us to save it. For example, some people, they ask about this prescription, Then later on, they want to refer the information AI told him or her. So he want to save this data. So like if you want to save this, you will be able to save it. But if you say, no, I don't want to save anything, so that like nothing is left on the server, it's very clear, and we'll do that as well. So basically we'll do what you ask us to do. If you want to not saving anything, we will not saving anything. If you want to save something, we'll save this for you.
Okay, so is that a command you give prior to reading a document or after
It's a
reading?
setup. It's a setup.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
setup. It's a default setup to save the chat history or not.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Who's next?
I think next is Jose.
Yes, well, we're wondering if it can read text that is in Spanish.
Right now, we're focused on U.S. English, but we're looking to expand to other countries and languages.
Okay.
But at the moment, no.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next is Elaine.
Elaine?
Hi, yeah, my original question was about IRA and navigation. So will it be able to use IRA for navigation? And secondly, when you're reading, will it tell you if the text is aligned, like if it can see the whole book, etc.?
It will read the visible text. We haven't had the need to do alignments because everyone who's used it within the first shot or camera photo taking, reading first attempt or second attempt has been able to clearly read the book or flyer, whatever text it is.
Okay.
Who's next?
Next is Elaine.
That was Elaine.
That was Elaine. So that was a lady who called on the phone, and her name is Chelsea something. Do you remember that?
Go ahead.
Charles.
Yep. Hey, Charles. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, it's your turn.
Whose turn?
Your turn, Charles. Go ahead and
Oh,
ask your question, please.
Nancy. Okay.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
Charles.
I'm sorry.
Charles.
Charles. I'm sorry. I'm having.
Charles first.
Okay.
I just unmuted myself. I had a question. The question was, I am interested in reading stock charts. And like, for example, I want to know if the candles on the chart turn red, if the trend line is pointing up or down. If I pointed the device to that, would the EchoVision be able to interpret the charts from trading views so that I could see what they're doing?
If we haven't tested specifically with stock charts, if you don't mind, if you're able to email us to contact@AGIGA.ai with some chart examples, we can provide that as training data to fine tune it and work on making that work for you.
All right, that would be great. That's exactly what I'll do, and I appreciate the answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And next we have Anthony.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Anthony, go ahead.
All right, it's Anthony Corona from Sunday Edition. I'll answer your email when we're done with this, but hopefully you can come on August 2nd. My question is, I've been creeping around for a while, especially at NFB, and a lot of the answers that you give are, we're working on that, it's coming soon. So with this initial round of hardware, will everything that we're looking for, like speaking in Spanish, Bluetooth connectivity and stuff, will that be able to be uploaded to this hardware, or is that in a second generation that you'll be looking at releasing it sometime later in the future?
What's your question about Bluetooth connectivity?
So the way you're describing it to us, it's going through Wi-Fi connectivity, not Bluetooth connectivity. And, for those of us that are in buildings with sensitivity issue and stuff, we were asking about that. But my focal question is, all the updates that you're talking about, will they be uploaded to this hardware or a next generation hardware later in the future?
So to answer your question, first, what we're demoing these days, we're going to ship with glasses. So things people are asking, like say finding child, support for other languages. We are working on that, but it will be a post-launch feature rather than a launch feature. When we talk about launch feature, means it ships with it. So what we support is scene description, person description, live description of all these, reading a book, asking for transit information. So those are the solid features we're going to shape with the glasses. And as to other features we said we're working on, so majority of that is actually can be upgraded through software update. And we do not charge extra to receive software OTA. So say once you buy these glasses and 3 months later, we can now support Spanish, and you can just upgrade the software through the internet and you get this. You do not have to pay anything extra for that.
Awesome. Thank you. Can't wait to have you guys on Sunday edition. Thanks.
Thank you. But I have to be fair, like say support for Spanish and requests like that. There's a long way. We do have lots of feature requests from the blind community. I think we basically work on the priority order, like things that impact people's life most will get developed first, and we'll put that on the glasses first. But some requests are more targeting people with smaller user base. We have to work on that slightly later.
Let's try to get to the remaining people in the last few minutes.
So now it's
Who's
Glenn.
next?
Now
Go
it's
ahead,
your turn, Glenn.
Glenn, can you unmute and ask your question, please?
Sorry, I needed a second to find the mute button. I'm blind it all.
No.
I did want to, before I ask my question, I wanted to follow up on James's question. He'd asked about sizes of glasses, because apparently they're currently fairly large, but there's a smaller one coming eventually. Nobody answered his question about the size of the glasses. It wasn't my question, but I did want to follow up on that if someone with a small head.
Only one question per person. If you want that, go ahead, Sharron. If you want to answer that.
Yeah. So for smaller size,
That was a question he asked that didn't get answered.
On this, have to say it requires a hardware adjustment to the smaller size, so the cycle will be longer compared with people who just need the software feature. And I have to say, we're still trying to come up about the schedule of the smaller size. It's a little bit hard for me to see right now. Yeah.
Is this being recorded?
Yeah,
So
it is
that
being
someone can
recorded.
watch it again later?
So we're not so sure how well it is to share the recording because this is from a third party tool, not Google Meet. As we recently found, we can't really record through the version of Google Meet we have right now. So I don't know how easy it is to share with others. But I think starting next time, we may use other webinar tools that's easier to record and also allow more people to join us. I think this time there are lots of people got blocked outside.
Let's go and move to the next question.
I think after Glenn, we have Nancy who called on the phone.
Nancy?
Are you on the line? Nancy, it's your turn.
Nancy, yes, hi. Hi, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep interrupting. I
No problem.
It's your time.
Allow me
Go
to
ahead.
raise my hand. Anyway, yes, it's just a, do you guys, do you offer tech support, and is there a tutorial type manual telling the buttons and how to connect and with like the Smart Vision and the Blind Shell Classic 3 and things like that? Is there a manual on your website, and is there tech support? Thank you.
I think the question is if we're going to have tech support. We have
Correct.
a phone number, and like after product launch, we'll have people answering your phone call and help you with setup and any other technical question or any product warranty questions.
Yeah, we're working on documentation, tutorial manual, and other quick start guides.
Okay, they're
Who's next?
on the website though, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Next.
thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll mute my.
I want to give a time check. Thank you everyone for joining the call. And the time is 1 to 10 o'clock, 1 minute to 10. So we will have to wrap up very soon, but we'll try to finish the question for people who raise their hands. So please limit your question to one so that the people who came after you can still ask their question. So next is Ola Tuned. Sorry, that's your name, right?
Yes.
What's your question?
Can we have your customer service number?
Yes, let me see. Kevin, do you remember that number? It's
No.
408 something.
I believe it's on the website.
It's on the website.
But I think you have it on that flyer you just read off, Sharron.
Oh, that's true. It's 408-940-5215. That's correct.
If you want to read it again, so in case anyone's ready to write it down, go ahead.
Okay, let me repeat the phone number again. It's 408-940-5215.
408-940-5295. 5215. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
And that's a Google. That'll ring multiple of us, so that'll reach pretty much the core people in our company, including Sharron and myself, who are here, and plus other people.
Yeah.
So feel free to call us.
We may not be able to answer right away, but we return every voicemail we received.
Okay, who's next?
Good.
Next is, I saw Marco raise his hand again, but let's come to next
Only
person.
one person per
Patrick.
question. Patrick, go ahead.
Hi. I just wanted to ask, as a blind user who's had access to these, what would you say in your day-to-day, what are like the top 2 or 3 things you find yourself using it for? And I'll go ahead and mute while you answer.
The live AI mode for real-time audio descriptions, people description, the transit directions, ARA. Next.
Next we'll have Fallon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Fallon, go ahead.
Okay. What are you able to when you're standing on the street, are you able to tell are the glasses able to see which way the traffic is going, like beside you or in front of you? And is it able to see the traffic lights?
So we do not recommend it for safety or orientation mobility. There are other, you should make use of your cane or dog and orientation mobility skills to determine traffic patterns and parallel versus perpendicular, and to kind of determine the flow of traffic in near parallel to know when it's safely to cross. It will give you access to whatever signs and cars and stuff like that it sees and will describe that, but it's not intended for safety or O&M.
Okay.
Next.
Next we have Marty.
Marty, unmute, ask your question.
Hello, can you hear
Yes.
me? Hi. I often find myself in a situation where I need to know whether text is sideways, upside down, right side up. Will it tell me if the paper I'm looking at is right side up or not?
It doesn't. So we have our AI is smart enough that we've had people read books upside down or read text upside down or sideways. It doesn't matter. It'll read it.
And then I go to hand someone a piece of paper and I'm handing it to them upside down all the time. Or the way a page comes out of my printer, sometimes I need to know whether it's right side up or upside down.
You can ask it for specifically the AI if it's which orientation, but we need to move. We're limiting to one question per person because there's so many people. But
it was related.
Kevin, don't forget Adrian.
Okay, Adrian.
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I just have one question. I wanted to find out about the prescription lens because I tried to get the Meta Ray-Ban, and because of my glasses are so strong, I didn't meet their requirements. So I just wanted to know would y'all lens be able to would the prescription be able to meet y'all requirements with strong prescriptions?
Would you guys basically would you be able to change lenses out of the glasses?
Yeah, we do support
prescription ones.
We do support prescription lenses. Feel free to email your prescription in to contact@agiga.ai, and we will. We're working through these details next month or so. But yeah, send your prescription to contact@agiga.ai.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's next?
We have a person, but name not available.
That's probably me.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's you.
Anonymous.
Tommy.
Go ahead, anonymous.
Yeah. I just want to know in the future, would there be a feature to let the user know that they're approaching the object, whether above their head, next to them, some sort of either haptic thing or audio beeping to allow some sort of navigation without the GPS?
So I have talked about that and asked about that, and potentially that would require a hardware change of adding like a radar and haptic vibratory motor to give obstacle detection. But we'll see if or when that happens. But I have brought that up, and we've seen other tech to do something similar. Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Next
Who's
is
next?
Tom. Tom.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Tom, can you
Hi.
unmute? Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my question has to do with internet connectivity and how well, or you have a lot of great services, okay? How do those services degrade when your internet connectivity degrades? I understand that you're very adamant about the fact that you have to connect through Wi-Fi, and that if you don't have a good Wi-Fi signal, you have to use a Wi-Fi hotspot. I don't think that's such a great design decision, but anyway, how do the services degrade when your internet connection degrades? Is it a totally binary thing? If you don't have any Wi-Fi, you don't have any services?
So I have to admit, the majority of the service we provided rely on an internet connection. However, we do have one feature that is text reading. We want you to be able to use even if there's no any Wi-Fi available.
The Meta glasses seem to have a bit more graceful degradation in that regard. And
That's because they use the hotspot.
Excuse me?
That's because they use the hotspot. They use Bluetooth and they use Wi-Fi.
Yes, as to my knowledge, I think Meta rely on the internet as well. But I'd like to hear, is there something else you know about it?
Let's try to answer other people's questions. Like,
That sounds like a dodge to me, but
no, I mean, we strictly rely on Wi-Fi internet, and if you're out mobile, you have to use a personal hotspot.
yeah, but why do you don't have to use a hotspot with the Ray-Ban? It will use your internet connection. It will use your mobile data without me having to go through the hassle of creating and maintaining a Wi-Fi hotspot.
The reason we use Wi-Fi internet is because of the stability and the bandwidth that we need in order for these functionalities. It's just different design and different functionality, so that's how it works.
The Envision also use a hotspot. They do the same thing.
Hey Tom, I hear you talk about something very specific. I really like to continue the discussion with this. I want to know more about what's your experience on this. Maybe we can have this offline. Shoot me an email at either contact@agiga.ai or send it to me, which is xiaoranw@agiga.ai. And I'll type it in the chat box here as well. Let's move on to the next person, Derek.
Yes. Question: Do you guys plan on using? This with the Navi lens?
At the moment, we're partnering and collaborating with people like NaviLens. I think our CTO was testing out NaviLens and installing it on there, but we don't have any official support as of yet.
Okay, but it's in progress. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Are you in the US? Do you use NaviLens a lot?
I just started using it actually, and yes, I am in the US.
Got you. Which area are you in, if you don't mind ask?
California.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
That is Navi lens. Sorry.
Derek, do you want to explain this?
It's a waypoint navigator, and it picks up on these combined QR codes that are color coded, and it helps direct you from one waypoint to the next. And
Oh, so it's an app. Okay.
But they don't have any support for any wearables yet, so I figured this would be something really good, especially for the blind community.
I think we should set up another webinar probably next week or two to kind of resume this. We're kind of pretty
Yes.
over time already, so
We are over time. There's Marco still has his hand raised up. I guess he may has a second.
Just a quick question. Are these glasses coming tinted or clear? That was unclear.
It's by your choice. Yeah.
When I pre-ordered, I didn't have that choice. So that's why I was
So
asking.
when we're ready to ship, we're gonna send you an email asking the lens type, if you want clear, transition, sunglasses, prescription, or the magnetic shades.
Okay, so what, you guys send an email out before they ship
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, guys.
Okay. We'll take the last question from Louis, and then we'll end this webinar. So, Louis.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. I know it's one question, but two questions. One, are they going to be wrapped around glasses? And two,
No.
no. And my second quick question about connectivity is, well, it support. I think the terminology is CAPI, where they will have to accept the certificate of authentication, or when you have to put in your username and password to Wi-Fi connections.
I've not seen Captive Portal to work. Have you, Sharron?
Sorry, I'm not sure I got your question. Could you?
It's Captive Portal. Like when you log into like hotels or certain conferences, they have a little interstitial pop up that like asks you to agree or log in.
No, we don't do that. Has to be like a direct Wi-Fi. You put you select the Wi-Fi name, then put password there. If it has a login page, I'm afraid now we cannot support that.
Once you log into the hotel, though, especially if you have a multi-day pass, it should be fine.
Well, because I work at a school district and they offer so similar protocols where we had to log in to my mobile device, but then another set of glasses, I wasn't able to successfully log in using that. So if I'm logging into my phone with that, I would be able to connect with the EchoVision.
I believe so, yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Well, I'm not sure if I fully get the situation. If it's a public Wi-Fi, say just a Wi-Fi at school, it has a it provides you with a Wi-Fi name and password. Yes, you can log in and use it there. However, say sometimes in the hotel, after you select the hotel Wi-Fi, it pops up a page and asks you to put your last name and room number, things like that. Unfortunately, we cannot support it at the moment. If that's the case you're talking about, I have to say right now, unfortunately, we do not have support for that.
They can do it on their phone, though.
Sorry, I have to jump to another meeting, but another webinar. But thank you. Appreciate everyone's time. We'll have to continue this series and kind of catch all the people who answer everyone's question. And I think we should have a Ask AMA session. Ask us anything.
Thank everyone who joined.
Yeah.
We should do this more often. I really appreciate the passion that you have about EchoVision, and that's what motivates us to work on this. We'll have communication more frequently like this. We'll do more demos. We'll do more AMA sessions. And thank you very much. Let's end it today. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. I think the connectivity is going to be a problem.
Hello.
That's the problem I see happening, the connectivity.
It's probably going to just depend on how good the Wi-Fi is. I remember hearing whoever it was talking about Wi-Fi and the Meta glasses. Well, those I think the Meta glasses use Bluetooth, and the app uses your phone. It gets its information from your phone. The Meta glasses are dependent on the phone, from what I understand.
Yeah, they bounce off of your cellular that your phone provides you, and
Whereas these are
they're trying to just use a Wi-Fi, which means you have to have a hotspot on your cellular plan, which I don't know if everyone's going to have that because not all carriers offer that for the same money. So
I know I have it, but that don't mean
I
nothing.
don't know if I do. I never looked into it. Yeah.
The hotspot drains your battery as well.
And that
quite a
is the
lot.
other case too. Yeah, you're going to go through a lot of battery using this on your phone. So you're going to carry around a battery pack for your glasses and a battery pack for your phone.
It's a first generation product, so
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a
There's going to
power.
be some problems, right? There's going to be some problems, and maybe they'll end up switching over to a Bluetooth because I could use my Meta glasses and have them on all day and not really whether I use them or not when I need them. The phone doesn't suffer.
Well, I'll get them and see how it all works out. We'll find out. I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but then we'll find out whether it's how it's going to
I
do
did
or
read
how
that
it's
there
not.
is a return policy.
Yeah.
I think it's 30 days. So bring them home, get them home, try them out. If they don't work, send them back and maybe revisit it in the future when they work out all the quirks.
How much are they?
$450 on a pre-order, $600 on after.
Yeah. Oh, I did a pre-order. I did a pre-order.
So could anybody give me a summation of what happened in the beginning? Because I tried for almost 45 minutes to get in, and by the time I got in, the demonstration was already over.
I mean, they just really kind of went through some of the
highlights,
big features. Yeah, the highlight features of the glasses, which, as we can all expect, they're gonna have AI, so like live view AI. They're gonna read newspapers, books, and stuff like that. Facial recognition. I don't know. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
By just pushing a button.
Yes. Oh,
So-
that's the big thing right there.
Book
If you have
reading
Meta
mode too.
glasses,
Be able to read like if you got mail or something. You wouldn't want to read sit there and read a Wheel of Time book with it. But-
no, definitely
Yeah.
not. Right. I think the big thing
So
here
where are
on
they
these
saying they're
glasses,
going to be released?
pre-orders. The first ones are going to go out in September, and then the second wave of pre-orders in 2025 are going to hit in December of this year. So, and anything after that, obviously, is moving into 2026. There's one good thing about these
that
glasses.
provided so far has been so inadequate. I got so angry that I sent them an email and said, I just want my pre-order money back because I can't get in. I even tried to call through, they had additional phone numbers
the phone
for
number,
other
yeah.
countries. And I tried to get in through Canada and I couldn't get in.
They
It
said
took me a half hour to get in. I was able to listen on another device for the first half hour. I missed about the first 10 minutes, and then I finally was able to listen on my Braille Sense until I got in from the phone, which was a half hour into it. And I'm not even sure how I did it initially because I've never used this particular app, so it was a lot of unknown.
I don't believe they expected to turn out. They did.
Right.
That's
sure
what I
that's
put it
true.
together. Yeah.
It was. This is probably the first time they've ever done a webinar. I mean, goodness knows
I
I've
agree.
never done one.
I
And
agree.
basically, they were capped at 100 people with Google Meet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Obviously, since I've never done webinars, they probably. I don't know if Google Meet allows you to mute everybody until
you're called upon. Yeah.
until you're called upon.
Yeah. Yep. It
But
was a
that's
little
one thing
sloppy,
they
but
needed. So
I had a mute and unmute capability, so I
So
don't
did I.
know if.
Well, I
but
set
some
this
people
up on
didn't
my
mute
really needs to-
themselves.
I kept my
That gentleman
microphone
really
turned
needs to
off.
work on his personality because he is just rude.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. In the beginning of the call, he was pretty okay, and then I think he got real dicky
I think
towards
he
the
got
middle and the end.
tired.
Yeah, I would say Dixie
got
is a
real
good
dicky.
description.
For what it's
Probably,
worth, I think he was just being overwhelmed, and
yeah.
and I think the one guy, I don't know who he was, but I think he's the one who pissed him off. He came on saying, you're presenting this to a bunch of blind people. Why don't you be a little bit more blah blah blah? And he's like, yeah, we'll take that into consideration. And yeah, by the way, I'm blind too, man. So I think he was pissed.
Yeah, I missed all that. So
Well,
Yeah.
so
for
okay,
me,
you
sorry.
guys have pre-ordered, and so have I. Are you guys satisfied with what you've heard so far? Because I totally
Yes.
missed it, and
I'll be
I'm
honest.
sorry.
In my opinion, the webinar kind of put you a little shaky in the legs per se, because it was a little sloppy. But by what we know from what we are to expect, I've seen some YouTube meetings of the woman on the call, another Asian man that was worked for Google that was not on the call today. He's another main creator in this whole EchoVision glasses.
He's the
I
chief
love what they're
engineer.
yeah, I love what they're going with. I love where they're going. These are definitely specific for people who either can't see well or can't see at all. I love
Mhm.
the direction, but the webinar made you a little weak, weak in the legs a little bit because it was a little sloppy, and obviously they had a little bit of trouble getting shit to work for them up front to show us, but
so are they
you know.
trying to say that, unlike the metas, if you put them on and you are using your cell phone, you're not going to be able to just freely use it. You have to specifically set up a hotspot or have Wi-Fi to actually
Right.
have the
That's right.
functionality.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what's pissing me off. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not liking that feature at all. I hope they do
I'm
something.
not impressed with I've done me and
It's
my
going to
wife
restrict a
both
lot
have
of us that have poor Wi-Fi
two
at businesses,
pre-orders.
and
Right. I think that's going to be a big problem. And then they're going to want you to use a hotspot. What if you don't have a hotspot plan on your phone? How do you deal with that?
well, can you even? Okay, let's just say, I mean, if you have an iPhone or an Android, and if you have a hotspot on your phone, does that mean that the glasses are going to connect
Yes.
directly to the Wi-Fi and not through your phone?
Well,
Does
From
that?
what I
they'll
understand,
connect through Wi-Fi. Yes, they'll connect through
yeah,
Wi-Fi. It'd be like
through the
connecting your
Wi-Fi.
laptop to it,
So every
or
time you
something like
leave a
that.
place, you have to connect to a new Wi-Fi. Then is that how it's going to work?
No, because your phone is going to be the Wi-Fi hub. And if you're traveling from point A to point B, as long as you don't lose service, you're in essence the portable network router.
Right.
But again, I think that's shaky because we go into buildings or even like Targets or Costco's and you could have crappy service. So how do you do that? I use my
Well,
Meta glasses in Costco.
I guess their validation is they're saying, well, if you don't have a cellular connection, you wouldn't have Wi-Fi either. So I don't know.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
This is
But
what I'm saying. When I get mine, I'm gonna go to like the places I have bad cellular and see how that works out.
right.
Well,
Yeah,
if
and you
you have
said
bad
someone
cellular,
said that
you're
there is
done
a
anyway.
30-day refund on it.
30 days from what I get too. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm assuming that should still stand.
So long as you
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
30
prescription
days.
lenses. If you have prescription lenses, then you can't return them.
Oh no, yeah, you're beat then. Yeah, you're beat. I'm
So if
only
you,
assuming, and it wasn't even stated. I'm only assuming you're going to have a 30-day refund on clear or tinted because they could resell them.
so they said that you could choose clear, tinted, and then they also have the magnetic sunglasses that clip on. Are those an additional price? Because I missed
I'm
all that.
assuming they would be. Yeah, I'm
Well,
assuming they would be. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're working on that accessory. I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like they don't have that quite worked out yet.
Okay.
Right.
I think all the accessories are additional costs. The clip-on glasses, the battery.
Yeah, or the
they're not
wraparounds.
even selling the battery. They're just giving you a link to
Get a battery bank or something.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, an extra battery bank, we can grab one of those, off of like
For $20.
Amazon. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's
Right.
nothing,
Yeah.
connected to a USB-C, which obviously the metas do not do. You have to throw them in the case. So,
Right.
That's one benefit.
You're just gonna be tethered to your battery pack. That's all. But that's
Yeah,
negotiable. Whatever.
absolutely.
And you always
Not a big deal.
and you always have to push the button to get it to do anything. It doesn't have a wake word or anything.
No, I think it does. I think
No,
you
it doesn't.
can.
No.
Oh,
From my knowledge, no, I don't think it does have a wake word. That's what makes these kind of inconspicuous, right? So where you have to wake up the metas,
Yeah.
and everybody kind of hears what you want it to do, or you know, like, hey, Meta, describe what's in front of me, right? Or you don't have to do that. So that's what makes this, like, honestly, in my opinion, a selling point, because now it's private. It's only for you. You know. You just hit the button and it'll describe.
There must be
Yeah.
something that has to do with the wake word, because on the Facebook group, Kevin was asking people what the wake word should be. So it must have something relative to the wake word.
Well, how are you going to ask additional questions? I guess that's.
Yeah.
Is it in the app?
Yeah, she couldn't really do anything due to having due to having it synced with a Bluetooth speaker. So she couldn't use a mic or anything like that. And
Yeah,
tell it to
I
ask
saw
it to
that
do
too.
anything.
I mean, listen, I have a Bluetooth speaker right next to me. It's a little Bose and it has a mic on it. I mean, these people are engineers, and you know, they could have did better there. I'm sorry. You know.
So did they address anything about the quality of the speakers in the glasses themselves for listening to music or books or anything like that? Because that was one
No,
of the
it's
things
just the
I
standard,
talked about before.
bone-in speakers, what they call them. They
Bone
just wrap around,
conduction.
you know. Yeah, bone conduction. Yeah.
Yeah, I get these are open air. These aren't bone conducting.
Right. I
It's
mean, they're
wrapped in the
similar
stem, right?
to,
The Meta.
yeah, like the Metas or like the Amazon Echoes. They have the speaker in the frame itself.
Right.
I was just curious because I have both the Metas and the Amazon Echo frames, and the Echo frames have a lower quality speaker, and I had no idea what these were going to sound like. That's why I was just curious. There's just so little information available about these things so far. It's just very annoying. They keep wanting you to, pre-order, and they're pushing and pushing and pushing for people to send in money, but it's hard to do that, to volunteer that amount of money if you have no idea, pardon the phrase, if we're going into this blind.
Yeah.
Like the Meta.
No pun intended.
Yeah, right.
Like-
Exactly.
Like the Meta, I'm wondering if the lens push out so you can change lenses.
I would assume as much, because that's how they're going to put the prescription lenses in them.
Right.
Because that's how the Metas are. That's how the Amazon Echoes are. Echo
Right.
frames are as well. So,
Right.
Yeah, it's one thing to say it's possible. It's another thing to say whether it'll still be under warranty after you do that. In the case of Meta, it voids the warranty. I had to do that because I have really strong prescription lenses.
But like the Meta, you can pop them in and out. So if you order an extra set of lenses, so it shouldn't have anything to do with your warranty. Obviously, you'd have to buy the second pair of lens, but shouldn't damage a warranty.
did they say anything about ever providing a wraparound pair?
They did.
They're working
They did
on
mention. They did
Oh,
mention
okay.
the whole idea of having a wraparound for people who are, say, peripheral light sensitive. They'll have a wraparound, and it will be magnetic as well.
Can
Okay.
anybody hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess I'm going to use the analogy. These glasses are like the blind shell phone compared to, the Meta glasses in Apple, or an Android phone. They're made for us, so it's different. I pre-ordered mine because the Meta glasses aren't really made for blind people. They're made for everybody, and they don't take. I don't really think Meta really takes blind people seriously. We're just
I think
such
they're
a small
starting to.
fraction.
I mean, they've opened up with Be My Eyes,
They did, and in fact, you could tell your Meta glasses that you are a blind person, and it will remember that, and it will be more descriptive when describing stuff. There's a lot
Right.
of new
I did not know that.
routines.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
new routines that you could talk, you could look up on online, even Facebook. To be honest with you, you could look it up, and there's a lot of new sayings that you can prompt the new, the Meta glasses. And you'll get more detail, more reaction, and actually, feeding it more information about you.
So
I've
did
just
they
heard
talk about a
like
subscription fee as
No, no,
well?
no. Well, with Meta,
No, with the EchoVision, because they had said something, because I corresponded with them before I pre-ordered and said, what do you get for this? And they said, well, if you pre-order, then you won't have to pay the monthly subscription fee. So I don't know if they
yeah.
said anything
That,
about
that
that at all
I've
today.
heard that, and they said all software will be free.
yeah, they did touch base on the software updates today. Now, I don't know if that was because everybody on this was probably a pre-order customer, or what.
They
I
definitely
don't know.
said that
It
pre-orders
says you can
were
forward it to anyone,
a
so
lifetime subscription.
it's not just the pre-orders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
no, I
didn't
know.
pre-order, and I
No,
received an
okay,
invitation
I
from a
did
friend.
pre-order, and they
okay.
said that it's a lifetime
Subscription free,
prescription.
yeah. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, me too. I saw that in the pre-order.
So
I don't
all
know if
upgrades.
you wait after and you pay 600 for them if you want them and it works for you, if there is a subscription fee annually or monthly. I'm not sure
Yes,
how it
there
would
will
work out.
be. There will
Yeah.
be. hmm
I know it was stated in the paper, in the not in the paper, in the website, but I don't know if they're going to follow through with it. Because nobody's charging a subscription, right? I mean, nobody that I've
Yes.
seen.
Oh, what was it? There was
The,
Glidance. There's going to be a subscription with the
Oh,
Yeah, I
cane.
can't
Yeah,
wait. I absolutely
Glidance.
cannot wait for that to come out.
Yeah, I
Listen,
ordered that too.
the
I
webinar
pre-ordered
is
too.
tomorrow.
Excuse me, say it again.
the live
The
AI is
webinar is
very
tomorrow.
expensive. So
Right.
For
For
Glidance?
Glidance?
Yeah, for Glidance. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gotten a
Me
notification
Yeah.
neither.
about that.
I've never even heard of them.
Check your email. There's a link. There's a webinar
Right.
tomorrow. What is the time? I can't open my email right now. I don't even
1
know what it is.
o'clock Eastern, 10
Yeah, there you go.
Pacific.
Yep. It is
Yep.
1
So
o'clock. He's
someone
right.
was asking about what it was. Glide is a mechanical guide dog is probably the best way to describe it. It looks
Yeah.
like a little, people have described it like a little pop-it toy that kids would push around and it pops up little balls. Anyway, it's like almost like a short broom, and it has a handle on it with 3 buttons, or at least the iteration right now has 3 buttons for forward, left, and right. But once you're in motion, the glide device will actually physically maneuver you around obstacles. It will detect changes in elevation, whether it's stairs up and down. It's even supposed to detect high obstacles like head level for branches and things like that.
Yeah,
And
It's
it
not
only
supposed to come out
Glidance
until
is
sometime
supposed
next
to be a
year.
game changer, man.
and
It
it
is
only costs a kidney, right?
I
Well,
think
you
it's
know what?
priced out at
It's about the
1,500.
price of a cell phone.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
not that much considering it's for solely adaptive for the
That's
blind.
right.
I mean,
Absolutely.
look at
I'll have to look
what's
into
the other
that.
one that's out right now that's like a little vest that you wear.
Oh, that thing
Oh,
is ridiculous. Yeah. It
that's
looked
like
like a
$5,000 for that one. So
and look
I don't
at
think
the
$1,500 is that bad.
No,
and look at
that's really not.
the other thing, that
By
other
text.
glasses that you
Or
put on your
cam.
glasses, the Orcam,
The
that's like
Envision
$5
glasses,
grand.
yeah, they're
Oh yeah, that one's
$3,000.
crazy.
No, the
Yeah,
Well,
Orcam
Glidance,
and
is
that one
$5 grand.
the
didn't that one
Glidance
go out
is
of business too? The
the
Orcam.
Glidance is around 1,100.
I saw the price point
It's
at
bumped up to
14.99.
15, but yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
can't even. I'm more than willing to hand them my credit card, but they're not taking any more pre-orders right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the pre-order to open up, and I think it's going to do that tomorrow on the webinar. They did speak of that. So the best way to describe it is just like you said. It's basically like using your white stick, but
Right.
having a dog. So it's like holding a dog harness, and this thing will guide you around everything.
There you
If
go.
somebody's standing in the sidewalk sending a text message, not making a peep, and you can't see nothing,
Yeah.
this thing will
Yeah.
just roll you around them
Right.
like
You hold. You
they're
just
like
hold
nothing.
it. You
Yep.
hold it and
Yeah.
push, and
Interesting.
It is game changer. I
it
can't
is.
wait for this
Yes,
thing.
I
Me
agree. I'm
too.
so
And
excited.
as opposed to what we're experiencing today with this, no offense, but it's a night and day difference between the presentation of Glidance and the Glide device versus this. I mean, I think
Oh yeah.
Glide, I'm really in such anticipation of this device to come out for the Glide, but I can respect them because they're holding off because they want to present a very professional device. I think they're doing a great job so far
Yeah.
with
Me
Yeah.
too.
what they've done.
But
Absolutely.
today was
That's,
their
I guess,
today was
go
their
ahead.
first time, so I can imagine, it was a little difficult. Not
Well, and there's a lot
expecting.
more of a language barrier too. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah,
they,
that's
The
Yeah.
true.
lady,
no
the lady
offense
is
to them,
the
but
lady is Korean. She doesn't speak English that well. She may be a genius. She
Right.
probably
right.
is, but her English isn't good. They really need a professional person to speak.
Speaker. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't
And
wait to hear
they don't
Amos
have they don't
tomorrow.
have a lot of money, compared to Glides. They have more money put into their product.
That's
I
because
think
They
you
there.
have
guys
more
pre-ordered.
batteries.
I think there are
Well,
two different factors too. I think a lot more money went into Glidance, and that guy, he went into this with a lot of purpose. He can't see himself.
Right.
The people who did this, yeah, they did it for a purpose, but the two people who engineered, designed, and talked about this, they're sighted people. So,
But the
they're
individual today
looking. Well,
wasn't the
he was
individual that was on it today, wasn't he one of the engineers?
Yes.
Kevin, he got there like 6 months, 9 months after the product, and
I
right,
think
and that's what I'm
we're
saying.
he
talking
met
about
He
them
Glidance,
in
I
San
believe, though.
Jose. He met
No,
him in
I was
San
actually
Jose
the
at
talking
the
about
lighthouse
EchoVision people,
there.
yeah.
EchoVision.
Yeah, the
Oh,
EchoVision guy today, yeah, he was brought into the mix because the two sighted people who thought of the idea, they needed obviously the assistance of unsighted people. And that's why they take what we
Right.
say so seriously,
Relative to
I,
Hmm.
subscriptions,
I know with
back,
Glidance, Amos, who
Yeah.
he's the one who designed it. So
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yep. And he is a blind user as well.
very
So that,
impressive.
he is
And
a
very
magnificent
enthusiastic.
man. Yeah. Yep. I can't wait to see his presentation tomorrow. See how that all goes and works out. I believe that room is going to be pretty stuffed. I'd like to see how they end up and where they end up using that. If it's going to be in a situation like this where there's only 100 people, I can't imagine it to be that
No,
way.
they've had like on their monthly call, because I've been involved with that
Me
already.
too.
And at the last monthly call, there were like 190 people present for that
Right.
call. So I think they've already, anticipated a high volume. I went
Yeah.
on a vacation and I went out of Seattle and I found out that they did one of the in-person demos the week after I was out there. I was so incredibly disappointed.
Yeah, they
You
were in
can
Seattle.
call
I
it up
did see
though.
that.
You can call it up 2 days later. It's online to listen to.
No, I mean, it was an in-person
He would have been
demonstration.
there in person. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
would have been
cool.
on my knees begging them to buy one of the devices from what I've seen so far.
I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go to Detroit to do a demo, and at the last minute they canceled Detroit, so I was disappointed.
Oh,
But they're supposed to
okay.
be this way, I guess. I think they're waiting for winter so that they
Well,
can
and they
try
said
out a
that they
few
were going to
things.
be having more of the in-person demos
Right.
moving forward. That
Right.
they've kind of paused right now to work on the research and development phase.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All this technology said, I still in colder communities where it does snow, I don't know how these things will ever work. You know?
Yeah, I wondered about that as well, and also on grass, because that was a specific question that someone asked Amos, and Amos was like, "Well, you need to talk to your local mayor about having
Not
more
having
sidewalks in
sidewalks.
your area." And where I am, it's horrible. I mean, I'm in Columbus, Ohio, but we have horrible sidewalks. It'll be
Right.
in one block, and the very next block, inexplicably, there's no sidewalks, and then it'll pick up another block later. So
Has
Yeah, you
anyone
that
tried?
know,
part's just.
Has anyone
Amos
tried
did
the
a demo on
360?
grass.
Oh,
Has
sorry
anyone
again.
tried?
Say again, please.
Has anyone tried the new tip, the 360 Pathfinder?
I
No,
have it.
no,
Yeah.
What do you
No.
think?
it's
I think
too.
it is great.
Yeah, I just got it yesterday.
I think it changes the feel in the stick though, as
Yeah,
opposed
it
to the regular
does.
ball.
I agree.
It's definitely heavier, but also the let's just say the feedback on your hand to the
Right.
ground,
Right.
it's different than the regular ball because I'm a constant contact as well. I don't
Me too.
tap.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
tap.
people, yeah, I think people who are born blind and lived life blind their whole life, they're tappers, and people who went blind are
Right.
constant
Yeah, sweeper.
contact.
Apparently,
Yep,
there's so
sweepers. Yep.
much you
Sweepers.
can miss by
hmm
tapping. I mean,
Yep.
I'm
I'm
impressed. It,
um,
it goes through everything though. It's
so
It
I'm
what's
does.
impressed
this
so
called
far.
again? Because I've not heard of it.
The
Uh,
360 Pathfinder.
yeah, if
I
you look
hadn't
up
heard of
on
it either.
Amazon, yeah, I heard about it at a in-person meeting, the Vision
hmm
Loss Alliance in New Jersey, because that's where I'm from.
Right.
There's a guy there, and he had it, and he showed us, and he's on his stick, and he let us all use it. He was the O&M trainer for that day.
Right.
I'll tell you, it was really great. And on grass and stuff, yeah, that thing does not stop. It rolls
It
right
doesn't.
over anything, sticks and rocks, and it doesn't care.
Yes.
Well, how about
And
Yeah.
cobblestone?
You
Really?
can't. Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
paver
Absolutely.
bricks. Yep, it goes
Wow.
over everything. But the only thing
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about, if you're used to a regular ball, is it does change the like I said, the texture, the feel that comes back to you.
Right. Right.
Because the ball, in theory, that's why they call it a 360. It can roll forward, backwards, left, and right
Yeah.
simultaneously. So
So it looks like
What
a
would you say the
regular
diameter is?
ball. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
Like a
yeah,
golf
yeah,
ball.
Okay,
yeah.
I have.
Like a
Okay, I
golf
have.
ball.
Baseball, like a
Okay.
baseball, is
Oh,
bigger.
that large.
It's
Oh, I
between
don't
a.
think it. I'm not sure
It's
if it's
larger
that
than a golf
large.
ball and bigger than a baseball.
Well, let's put it this way: it is roughly the same size as the standard ball that you'd put on your stick now, but it's just
All
split
right.
in
Okay.
half, and it can rotate in any way.
I think it's like a
But it
2-inch
goes.
ball.
It
Yeah,
goes
Yeah,
over
that-
2-inch.
grass.
You're right. It's 2-inch
yeah,
diameter.
It just makes your cane very, very front heavy.
it does.
Hey,
It does.
has anyone used the Werewolf all-terrain cane or the Urban Explorer cane?
No, never
I've
heard of the
heard of it,
werewolf
but
one.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Werewolf gear, and it's AWARE Wolf gear. So the all-terrain cane was designed by somebody who's blind again, and
Yeah.
I think he's out in Arizona. I think he goes by the handle Sedona Dave, maybe.
Avocado tomato
Oh
toast?
yeah, that's it. You're right.
Sweetie.
Yeah. So I got the Urban Explorer, and it's a pretty rugged cane, and you can like actually put your weight on it for support even.
Right.
Oh.
It was pretty good actually in the snow this past winter.
Oh wow.
It gave some extra stability, like almost like a. I guess
cane.
almost like a hiking stick, like a hiking cane, and because the all-terrain cane is for hiking, because he did a lot of hiking,
Right.
so he goes hiking all over trails and stuff using the all-terrain cane.
How heavy is it?
And,
Is
it's
it
not.
heavy?
I mean, it's heavy duty. It's a bigger diameter than like your slimline cane from Ambutech.
Right.
Right.
But it's not. I think he had even said it's not that much heavier than. I can't remember what cane he compared it to, but I mean, it is heavier, but one of the additional features on it is it has a moving handle on top. So it can go from like 46 up to
Oh, it's the
Oh, wow.
50 or 59. So
Okay.
it's
Wow.
like it has a
telescopic,
That's different.
Oh,
no,
Yeah,
so it's
well,
the end
well,
only
kind
is.
of, yeah, the end
Yeah,
only, but
right.
it has a clamp. It has a clamp
Yeah.
that keeps it in place. So I mean, it's still
Okay.
like pretty sturdy and has a little fatter grip on it, maybe a little too.
right.
But
Does it collapse?
yeah, it's
It does.
It folds, right? It doesn't slide, right? I have
Right,
a
yeah.
telescopic cane for when I go to like, doctor's appointments or like a mall because or dinners because it can get out of the way a lot faster than these
Yeah, I
telescopic
like my
ones.
telescopic so much better than the folding versions.
I
Does
wish they made a
anyone-
ball
I
for
used-
it, man.
I put a ball on my telescopic, but
How? It's a threaded inlet. How'd you do it?
I ended up knocking the tip off of it and heavily glued it to the metal.
Oh wow.
Oh
wow.
The metal portion.
There you go.
So
well, if it's a screw-on, then
I had to work it
Ambutech
out,
has.
but I did it. But I've also used that OmniSense cane tip. If you guys seen that one, it's
No.
it's like at the end of it, it tees off, and there's actually 4 wheels on it.
Oh wow.
But on each one of those wheels, there are transverse wheels, if that makes any sense. Built into, take a regular wheel and then put thick, like 6 other or 8 other tiny little wheels. So it will actually, you can use it for constant contact. It'll sweep back and forth. And what it does is it feels like, to me, it felt like there was a spider on the end of my cane. And it actually, you feel the cane, or you feel it when it hits every rock or pebble or something like that. So
Oh wow.
it's
What was that one
just a
called
different,
again?
called an OmniSense. I think it was like $60 for the tip. It's a little bit more noisy. I think that's why I kind of got away from using it, as
Yeah.
opposed to just the roller ball, which is what I use right now.
Yeah. That seems a little bit cumbersome too when you got to fold it up and not using
Ooh,
it.
true.
Yeah, it's
Might
not
be a little
something that
much.
you can really clip to your. I mean, I have it on a telescopic cane, but it still sticks out more.
Yeah.
Has anyone used the Revolution cane?
No.
I'm not aware of it.
It's
What
the
is that one?
lightest. It's the lightest weight.
Okay.
And I think it folds up. It's really nice. It's my favorite cane, and you can use the 360 Pathfinder on it too, because that Pathfinder is a little heavier than your normal, tip. But with the Revolution cane, you don't really notice it. It's a good cane.
I've gotten some of the titanium canes from Amazon. That it's telescopic and it's a really nice, durable.
Yeah, they're pretty
cane.
durable. Yep.
Yeah.
I've bent some of the collapsible ones, like the flip fold ones from Amazon.
Right.
I've ended up having to trash them because you just can't get them right. So I just chuck them. But I gotta say, I'm gonna look up one of them heavy duty canes the hiking ones, and maybe just throw like either my 360 on it or just my standard ball. Because I noticed that, if my dog has made me lose balance a bit and I relied on the stick to catch myself, and I've bent a couple of sticks.
The problem with
Even
the 360 Pathfinder is you can't lean on it because it goes through.
That shit'll roll anywhere. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that can be a problem.
Yeah, the Urban Explorer cane comes with a specialized. Well, he created it's a dome rolling tip, so it's like a marshmallow size, but it's dome shaped more, so it doesn't have as sharp of an edge. So that's what it comes with, but it's a hook style.
Tip.
Yeah, but it's a hook style on the cane that
Caught
comes
everything.
with it.
Oh,
Oh,
hook style, like a shepherd's.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
that's the
I
problem.
did try.
The titanium ones. The titanium ones that I've gotten from Amazon, I love them. They're really durable, and I love the fact that they collapse. But like I said, I've had the jerry rig to try and get, a ball tip on the end of it because it doesn't have the capability for the hook tip.
Oh, because it's the screw in. Yeah.
Yes, and it's a very small thread. It's not like
No, it's like
'cause I've
it's like
seen-
8 millimeter. Yeah, it's real tiny.
No, I think it's even
Well-
smaller than that because I'd considered buying that 8 millimeter one to see if I could get it on there, but I don't think it'll fit. I think the 8 millimeters is too big.
You want to know something funny? I was actually, because I used to do construction, so I'm pretty handy. I come up with things in my head. I was gonna buy a roller ball that they put on conveyors and screw it on because they are threaded as well, and they're steel balls, but I can't find one that has the same thread.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I
Has
wonder if you could
anybody
get a
used
converter.
Has anyone used InnoSearch, the new company
Yeah, I
for
have.
the blind?
What's that?
Yeah, I've used it a couple times. I gave them
at
feedback when they were new. It was
What do you think? Is
So
it easy?
describe this one.
So InnoSearch it's designed for the blind and low vision community. So it goes out and pulls in results from all over. I think they have 5,000 websites they can pull from.
Right.
And everything is stripped out of it as far as ads and everything. So, even Amazon now is getting so hard to look through because you get 4 or 5 sponsored ads and you're like, that's not even what I searched for. And I mean, it's just getting,
Is it a
it's just getting
website
terrible.
or an app?
Yeah, website. Mm-hmm.
So is it like a Google?
InnoSearch.com.
Well,
it's like a Amazon for the blind.
InnoSearch.ai. I think it's
really?
InnoSearch.ai.
I like the feature
INNO.
where you can call them
Mhm.
on the phone, and you can just ask them what they have, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
AI
Mhm.
generated, and they'll give you everything they have, 10 different things that match your description. The prices are really good too.
I've
And
never
free
really-
shipping.
I've never
Yeah.
really ordered anything through them because, I still use Amazon mostly for shopping. But then, you
Me
talk
too.
about navigating the page. I can just hit the number 2, and that just cycles down through every, through the results. So,
Okay.
yeah, you can.
What key do
Was
you
it
hit?
heading level
Heading
2?
level 2.
Oh, the
Yeah,
headings.
heading
Oh,
level
really?
Yeah.
2.
Well, on the
Yeah.
phone, I primarily use a phone, so
Yeah, well, you
Um,
can do headings on that too.
Right.
yeah, but I think they changed the app recently because I can't even get to the description anymore because it
You
goes.
just you don't swipe with your voiceover.
Yeah, well, I have Android, but
Oh,
I mean
I
the
don't
app
know
the
the
app should
Android.
be the app should be very similar. I mean, voiceover
the
and
gesture
talkback are
control.
pretty.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. In iPhone, if something changed with your talkback or voiceover, there's a tutorial trial that you could do, and it'll teach you the new gestures.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
use iOS, so yeah, I can navigate by heading on iOS. So
Right.
and that will tell me. So it would be on the computer. But I usually most of the time use the computer for Amazon shopping most of the time, and I go by heading level 2 for each for the
Okay.
results. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something to look into. Yeah.
Yeah, the InnoSearch though they are open to feedback too. So if you're running anything with your screen reader, then you can definitely get in touch with them, and they're pretty responsive about that.
Yeah, I
They've been
think it's
they've been.
I'll have to definitely look into it.
Yeah, have you guys ever
woke me
listened
up
to
a lot
Double?
of things here today too.
Yeah, have you guys ever listened to Double Tap?
oh yeah, every day.
Yeah, yeah, Double Tap. I think if you search YouTube for Double Tap on Air, I think that's how they have it on there. But they've
Right.
done guidance demos. They interview people. The one guy's from Scotland and the others in the UK, and they have a daily show. So I
You
love
can get it
listening to
on
them. And then
Apple Podcasts as well.
yeah, any of your podcast players will play it. So
Right.
I also like you. Well, I guess because I'm Android, there's a blind Android users channel also, and they have a lot of they talk about a lot of different things related to technology and using your phone and talk back and everything. And they do talk about Apple sometimes, but obviously blind Android users is
Right.
is primarily and I personally, I mean, anytime I get on an iPhone and turn on VoiceOver, and it's just, to me, it's just not intuitive. But I've been on Android. I've never switched to Apple. So, and I
I
think
used to
that
go back
they're,
and forth for years testing them, but I
Eh,
finally decided that there were things I didn't like about Apple, but it always seemed like Android was about one iteration behind the technology of the iPhone for accessibility. So
Right. Right.
yeah, I think they're catching up now.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're pretty level now. Like one's not really better than the other. I mean, if you have apps that you like on the one platform over the other, then that's probably how you're going to choose it, because essentially you can, and then they're like trying to copy each other too. Like you'll see a
yes,
feature,
very much
oh,
so.
this came out on iOS, and then next thing you know, oh, Google came out with it too. Oh,
There's
okay.
nothing like competition.
To
Yeah,
me, it's not necessarily big things; it's little things.
those
I
little
don't know
things.
enough about. I don't know about enough about Android navigation or like dropping apps into other folders or anything like that. But it's
Mhm.
fairly easy to do on iOS. You know. But another thing,
Once
it's
you get
like
used to it, it's not that bad on Android to do
like
it either. But
but when you're in, say, your email, your mailbox,
Mhm.
say if you don't want to read the message, but you're just going through there, seeing your messages and deleting them, just flick up, it'll say delete, double tap it, and
Yep.
you deleted it. Whereas
Yep.
on Android, I don't think you can do that.
Right.
Or maybe
Yeah.
some you can, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do that every day. Yeah. I think they're called actions. I think they're called actions on Android, but the app has to, have it built into it. But obviously if you're using the standard iOS mail app, then that's
It'll
going to
do that.
be, it's going to have support for those. Do they
Yeah.
call them shortcuts on
No,
Apple?
that's just they're
they're
just
just
calling
gestures.
actions. Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the actions part of the rotor.
And
Under
that was one of the really good things about Android is they had so many additional shortcut assignments that you could do. And it was frustrating with Apple that, what Apple provides works well, but they just locked down a lot of the features where things are much more open with Android, but that didn't necessarily mean it's polished and easy to use.
Yeah. And
apples and oranges kind of thing,
Yeah, yeah, in some ways. And then you have, I mean, with Android, you do have different phone manufacturers, so each of them might have slightly different UI.
Yes.
And like one of the things that I know is big in the Samsung world is that their TalkBack version is like a year behind Google's version, and they have like their own custom version. So that was one of the reasons I switched to the Google Pixel phone recently, was so that I got the latest and greatest, and not a year later, oh yeah, hey, we'll come out with it now. But it's like one of those like rivalry things between Samsung and Google that, oh, well, we know better than you, so we're going to make it different. But then the people in the blind community are all like, just give us the latest version already. And then they're,
right.
Even the OS lags behind too. So, I mean, you do have that kind of, those differences between cell phones and, different manufacturers, whereas Apple, has just their standard phones, and you get what you get. So, I mean, if you like stability and everything, then, maybe Apple's good for you, but
it's much easier to give technical
support to an Apple user because it doesn't really matter which phone you're using. You know, the settings are pretty much going to be the same. And the problem with Android is just the fact that, you know, the settings on a Samsung are totally different than what they're like on a Pixel or, you know, things like that.
Yeah, a lot of it's, I think, once you're in the Android world, then a lot of it is very similar. You know, the wording might be slightly different. Yeah,
exactly.
in a lot
That's
of
what you're
ways.
used to.
And I think that like O&M instructors used to push Apple like really as the primary thing, as the only thing. So that's kind of where
it was the only thing for a long time.
Some in the blind community that they just liked. Well, they didn't like it, but yeah, they pushed Apple because TalkBack on Android had to grow quite a bit, and Apple did. You know, their vision did come first and everything, and
that's what the you know, these schools for the visually impaired and blind, that's what they were trained on. So obviously, you know, that's what they were training the students with as well. So yeah, you tend to kind of stay with what you already know. You've already struggled through it, and so it's a little easier.
Well, this has been as educating. The after conversation has been more
After
enlightening
hours.
than what the actual presentation was today. So I really appreciate you guys, you know, hanging out. I was listening to when I finally got in to the presentation for the EchoVision, that was on my computer, but I don't have my microphone hooked up. So I ended up, when you guys were talking afterwards, after the presentation ended, I ended up logging back in on my phone so I could talk with you guys. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out because I got a lot of information that I missed earlier in the presentation.
I was so thoroughly impressed with the live button. I mean, it was like going around a room like an average person would. And it was so quick to give you more information about what you were looking at through the glasses. It was like.
So even picking up, like going to your fridge and picking up a bottle of something and it would tell you what it was?
Yes.
That type of thing? Okay.
It's real time.
That would be my
time.
guess. That's how it sounds like it would be like.
That
Do you
was the
guys also
live
have,
mode.
any of you have the Meta glasses?
I have.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
I do.
So how have you used the live AI on your Meta glasses?
Mine, I can't get it to work
Okay.
yet in my area. I'm waiting for it. I check every day almost, but this live, theirs was working, and I'm telling you that was pretty cool. If you didn't see that demonstration, it was quick.
Yeah, I missed that one. Okay.
Yeah. So make sure and tune in next time a little earlier, and then just sit and wait for them to
No, I
have you
couldn't
in.
get in, honey.
Yeah, I
tried
tried
for 45 minutes
Yep.
and it kept saying it was full. And I tried from the computer, from my phone. Like I said, I even tried to call through Canada and I couldn't get in.
Did you try after the time it started, or were you before?
I got in just before 12 noon, but it was still, it had already said it was full.
I logged in on my computer about 4 minutes before it started, and I just hit the join button, and I was able to. Well, it took a while for them to let me in,
right?
But it eventually did.
Yeah, they
I
did.
seriously
They
thought-
did say they were only set up for 100 people, and so they were flabbergasted when they discovered how many people were trying to get in.
They were probably expecting maybe about 20. I don't know. I mean,
Well, they should have seen what pre-orders there were and said, how many pre-orders do we have? Okay,
Exactly,
potentially
yes.
we might have that many people, so let's plan for that. And let's let's get a 1 month subscription to Zoom or something and pay for that 1 month or something at least to give you, the video conferencing that you need. And then
They did say that they were going to look at Zoom for the next one, and look for it because they said next week.
Yeah,
So
I'm certainly going to look into it. I was seriously concerned, and I sent them a nasty email, and I said I want my money back because I felt like this has been a con this whole time because they've been so limiting on, like, it's always been someone within the company who has done a demonstration. I hadn't seen really, I've looked at like what is it? Carry on accessibility,
Oh yeah, I
she
listened to
does
her.
the presentation. And she was interacting with these same two individuals, but I never got like a firsthand experience ever of what it was like for someone. And I'm like, okay, is this really legit, or are they just conning all of us?
Well, I wonder.
So
It's going to be interesting to see if she has watched this. I don't know if she watched this or not, but it'll be interesting to see what she has to say about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that this was recorded because when I came into the meeting, it did not say recording in progress that I heard.
I don't think it was. So that's what
No.
he made that statement, because somebody else asked, can we watch this later on? Are you recording this?
Right.
And I think she said they didn't have the capability, or they didn't know how, or whatever.
right,
Yeah,
she said
it's
it's not eligible to be with whatever this was. It wasn't Zoom. It was
Well,
something
I'm
else.
kind of glad it wasn't recorded.
They're going to be glad too.
They are.
It's probably recorded on their end, but I
Concerned
don't know
about
about ours.
They're going to get a bad impression of blind people, right?
We're not quite up there with the Bill Gates BSOD incident, but I mean, it's when he was demonstrating Windows 98, plugging a scanner and the thing blue screened on him, during his presentation.
But
Not quite
That's
up
what I
there.
basically got today.
Yeah, well, that's why Apple, like, when they came out with their iMac, I think it was, the first Mac, they did stuff in the demo that wasn't even live yet. Like, they programmed it behind the scenes and, like, tricked a bunch of people into believing, yeah, this is working now. And it was like, no, we still have to develop this.
You talking about the Mac 80? Are you talking about 1984, the first actual Mac?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
it
the
was a
iMac
demo. It was
came
a
out
demo
in
of
the
it.
late 90s. The iMac came out in the late 90s.
Okay, yeah, it must have been the first Mac, whatever
came
they
out
called
in
it.
1984. There's actually
The one that had the little 9-inch screen on it,
there is actually a video. I think I've actually heard it, where Steve Jobs presents the actual first Macintosh computer.
Yeah, I heard it too. Well, I think I listened to the audiobook that he did, the Steve Jobs audiobook. Yeah, I think there was an audiobook that I listened to.
Okay, I didn't know that, but
We need to give AGIGA grace. I mean, they are taking us on. We're not. We can be very demanding and very specific, and we want the world. The kitchen sink and everything. So, we got to remember that and give them grace. And they're trying, and they don't have to do this specifically for a certain group. And they're taking it on, so I think we should give them
I don't
grace.
think they were
at
they
least
just weren't
one more
prepared
week.
they weren't prepared for jumping in the deep end
Not at
today
all.
with the number of people that wanted to get in on this presentation.
and there may have been the
No,
ability to
me,
mute
I-
everybody, but I don't think they knew how to do it. If
I
there
got
were-
in. I got in like 15 minutes early.
I did too. And sat and waited.
Yep.
I
That's what
didn't
I
even
would suggest.
attempt to do that because I thought they wouldn't have it available if you tried to get in early. So that was my mistake. I certainly won't do that next week.
Yeah, they
I've
didn't allow
never
you
seen-
in. They didn't
I've
allow you
never
in,
seen
but
a
there was a
webinar
message
that
there.
unprofessional. It was
Of course, after my email, they might just block me
totally
from this point
disorganized.
forward.
Grace.
I'm one of those damn blind people, you know.
Yeah, so demanding. We're so, you're just such a demanding blind person. You should be
There
happy
you
with
go.
what you get.
Yeah,
Get what you
right.
get and don't throw a fit.
Who cares if that app has unlabeled buttons? Let's ship it anyways. That won't affect anybody.
Goodness, I can't stand that, man.
Well, you would have
Yeah.
thought the blind guy would have been a little more patient and a little more understanding that, we all are blind
He
and
was not patient at all, man.
no.
He's one of us, that's for sure.
Well, I was a little scared of being possible noise on my end. So it's like as soon as I hit join, I turned my mic off. I found where it said I could do that, and I turned it off immediately.
Yeah, you can do it before you start in Google Meet.
Yeah.
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 Right.
I mean, I enabled the mic, but I turned it off.
Yeah, I know.
Once I was in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Were
don't
you
be
on a
respectful of other
computer for
people
that?
because it was.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
'cause
I'm on
my
Pixel.
phone.
I am.
I couldn't do that on my phone.
Well, I'm using a Pixel 6, and I was able to find the microphone and camera and everything.
Yeah,
So I was like,
on the
I'll
iPhone, it
turn
was
them
just
off.
*6 to mute yourself.
Oh, that's it. Okay, I missed that rule.
I think that's
Oh,
kind of
well.
synonymous with all of the with Google Meets and all right, Zoom. Yeah, I was trying to think what the other.
Oh, with call in, okay, because I didn't do call
Yeah.
in. I just used the link from the email instead of bothering
I
with
did too.
call in.
Right.
And
Well,
maybe
thanks
next
everybody.
time.
Yeah, I've got to go too. It's been a pleasure spending the last this after hours. Next time, somebody needs to bring
It's the
drinks.
after party. Yeah, it's the after party.
So who's actually over this after party part?
On-
Because I'm like,
Let's see. What is it? I know search or NO search. Maybe they have virtual drinks for us or something like that. You know?
Yeah, it's INNO search.
Right.
Okay.
INNO
I
search.
brought it up. I'm going to
Yeah.
look into it. So thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Have a great day.
All right.
Yeah, you as well.
Bye now.
All right. Bye-bye.
dude. Dude, this is nuts. Hey, anybody else here? Just want to keep the after party going. I'll just sit here. Oh, WeWalk. Well, WeWalk, I've heard about it, but it's one of those things where WeWalk, it's, oh goodness, the second edition, the only reason that I haven't ordered it is because it's not water resistant.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only reason. Even the second edition of it, it's not even water resistant. I'm an active guy, so I do a lot of walking and
No.
everything. But
Well,
it's like I haven't ordered it
I'm
just
a bike.
because of that.
That's my
Oh, you're a
activity.
bike rider?
Yeah, I
Oh.
gotta, at home. I mean, I don't have a tandem. If I did, I'd be riding every day with.
Hi.
The reason I was interested in the WeWalk cane, I heard it had AI in it, but I ordered the Glide, and so I'm gonna stick with that. But I was just curious if anyone knew anything about the WeWalk cane.
It's like the Glide. Today was the first time for me to hear about the Glide, and I'm kind of curious on it. And
Well,
so,
tomorrow they're having a seminar, so since you're not on their group, I can't give you their because I don't have their. I don't have the information. It's coming tonight, or later today. If you gave me a number.